Cool. Hi, my name is Jerome Petit. I help people generate a second income and become financially independent. Tonight, I'm going to show you how this opportunity can benefit you and how you can earn an extra income on the side of what you're currently doing, and how you can be successful and generate free time. The industry I want to talk to you, I want to talk to you about a movement to start with, and that movement is called the DBD, Disruptive by Design. It is a movement that with us or without us is happening, I would say all over the world, but in UK precisely, because we're in UK, and in Europe. So regardless of what we do with it, it's happening. So you've been invited tonight because people saw, something in you that they thought you'd benefit from that. The idea is to generate an extra income. I don't know if you read the books from him, Robert Kiyosaki. He is the best-selling author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He wrote many books about multi-stream of income. And what they say, and there's more and more, there's Robert Allen, there is even Richard Branson. I'm not going to drop names, but basically, as the society change, as the economy is changing, and as business model change all over the world, with internet, with society as a whole, network marketing is recognized by many experts as the fastest and easiest growing business model in the world. You may have heard of network marketing, you may not have. Network marketing is part of direct sales. I would like you to remain open-minded. If you have heard of those names, of those words, and you've heard good thing about it, great. If you've heard otherwise, stay with me, because again, disruptive by design, we are really bringing something completely different from what this 100-year-old industry has brought so far. So again, with or without us, this industry is turning around $180 billion in annual sales, in product sales. It's gigantic when you think that McDonald's is 20 billions, yeah, and we think McDonald's is a giant. Well, the music industry is around 80, and it's just astronomical. RX is only 5 years old, and it's already part of the top 100 company in direct sales. And it's the first company that is putting the representative first, and who has, before deciding what product, what brand, what, how we're going to pay people, they wrote a bill of rights. What does it mean? It means that when you have a contract, there is no small print. So at the end of the contract, it doesn't say the company can change the rules at any time and there is nothing you can do about it. That's the small print that there is in almost all of the contract in direct sales. And they say the company may terminate your contract, the company may change the way you're being paid, and there is nothing you can do about it. And RX said the owners, who used to be in a different company as executive, walked out after 15 years. They walked out of 7-figure income as directors, as employees. And they walked out for one reason, because the owner of that company kept changing the way the field were being paid, and they just couldn't, they had to stay honest with themselves, and they said, no, we want to bring what is best about this industry. We want to totally eradicate what is the worst about this industry. And they brought a composition plan which has 3 patents pending, and it's been voted 2 years in a row the best comp plan in the world. And we've got products that have been winning lots of awards. So why disruptive by design? Well, as I said, Arix is dedicating to disrupt the industry. First of all, with a representative first approach. Second of all, with a complete transparency when it comes to manufacturing product. We have some amazing public figure involved in the business, and I will show you the views to come. And they have decided to put their name next to that, to Arix, because when you ask them, can you tell me what ingredients or what where you get that raw ingredient from? Can you tell me which manufacturer you use? Can you tell me what method? Can you tell me which preservative? Da, da, da. The company will have an open book policy and will disclose everything, even to a representative. And personally, before I joined, I did ask, question that I didn't want to waste my time. My time was precious. I was looking for a solution, and I really didn't want to waste my time. And it was amazing because before they would say, no, 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 no. But here you have a complete transparency. They also disruptive by design because they're disrupting the industry. And you may have heard of Airbnb. Airbnb have not invented the hotel industry. You will agree with me. They do not own any hotel. They do not own any bed and breakfast. However, they forecasted to make $900 million revenue this year. Telsa cars, the electric, really cool Telsa. That's on my vision board. I want a Telsa. You may know, you may not know that they are disrupting the car dealing industry because they've decided they're not going to sell their car via garage. It's direct selling. They go straight to the client. I don't know if you know that, but Telsa cars fall into the direct selling industry. Uber, I don't know if you saw the news in France, but and it was similar in UK. But when Uber arrived in France, it's between 50 grand to 200 grand to have a taxi license. It takes 20, 30 years to repay, and those guys arrive. And again, Uber doesn't own any taxi. They have no employee. And look at how massive it is. They're disrupting their industry. Well, Arix is the same. The founders, they were involved in a direct selling company before. They brought it from, a small family business to the third largest direct selling company in the world, not just in America, but in the world. And they left. And Diana Latson is the only one which is not coming from the corporate world. She's coming from the health and wellness industry. And we've got Tim Sales, who is renowned. If you do some research on Tim Sales, you will see that he was in the army. He was removing mine underwater, and he was in the Special Force, American Navy, and he wanted to get out and he wanted to do something else, and he saw an ad and he decided to join. He had no idea, but within a month he was earning 60 grand, and within 2 years and a half he was able to leave the army, earning 200K a month. And after 5 years in total, he retired. And he retired having built a team of something like 250,000 people worldwide. And his passive income, so the revenue that was paid to him every week, was $250,000 a week. He has been promoting and really educating. He's been on a TV show. He's been doing videos to really raise awareness about this possibility to set up a business with no stock, no employee, no office cost, no cost at all, no upfront cost, or barely nothing. And he came out of retirement to join RX. He has not been paid. He actually bought his membership pack to start. And the reason why I said that, I was able to meet him. I was very lucky to meet him last September in UK, in Manchester. And he said, after 18 years of collecting $250,000 a week, and I just wanted to give something back to the industry. And he is in charge of our training, and he's an amazing guy. RX has been voted top MLM for 2017, and I don't know if you like rugby, but we saw Shane Williams. I met him. I forgot to take a selfie, but he's smaller than me. I couldn't believe. And Shane Williams, Welsh legend in terms of rugby, joined us. Non Evans, MBE, international rugby player, joined us. Barbara Cox, award-winning. She writes for Elle, and I met her, and she said, I would never have jeopardized 20 years of building my brand, building my reputation to join a network marketing company. And I said no to all of them. And pretty much all of them asked me and offered me hundreds of thousands of pounds to endorse them. And I refused all the time. And Shane on stage said exactly the same. And the reason why he joined was because of the purity of the product. And the purity of the product comes from the way Diana Latson has set up the Scientific Advisory Board and the RX Wellness Council and the RX Athlete Council. So we've got 3 council. And I met actually Marvin. Dr. Marvin was actually in Birmingham last weekend at the company event. And the idea is that those people across the world are bringing value, bringing new research, bringing anything new in the natural world, and RX is or new trend, what people want, and they are developing incredible product. Dr. Restrand is the medical director. Sorry, he has been he used to be a normal GP. Didn't believe at all in nutritional medicine, and something happened to him. I've got no time to go through that story. But his life was turned upside down, and he decided to dedicate the rest of his life on learning nutritional medicine. And you can find his books in any bookshop or on Amazon, of course. RX is disrupting the industry as well because they come to the market with a brand diversification, which means your business doesn't rely on one unique brand or product. Imagine most network companies, they come with one niche, one product. Sometimes they say, hey, look at that, it's so easy, we got 3 products. Yeah, but you're going to build a business, and in 3 years, a competitor arrive with a copy of your 3 products, and they sell it half the price. What happened? You've got no business, you're dead in the water. with a brand diversification, and that was Mark Wilson, the president. I met him. It was in November when I opened. I've got the biggest, the second biggest team in France. I'm pre-opening France, and I met him in November when we did the first event in France. And he said, you know, it's the incredible thing is you will have people in 10, 20 years discovering RX and being super enthused and starting their business. And it's very likely by then nutrition will be a commodity, and we'll have new brands that at the moment we don't, it may be in the pipeline, but it's not something we're working on because the customer demand is not there. So the way they have set up the company is they have a vision for the next 20, 30, 40 years where we will be able to give the business to the children and just retire whenever we feel the passive income that we receive is good enough. That could be in 3 years, that could be in 5 years, that could be in 10 years. It's different for each. But we've got 6 brands, and I don't know if you see this little logo, ISO 9001, to have a norm that is 9001. You prove that the company has fantastic logistic, board of director, process, manufacturing method. To be granted ISO 9001, you have to really show that you know what you're doing. We've got the new standard as well. We've got the BSCG for sports, but we've got the new UK one as well. There's no GMO, and we received some incredible award. Just showing you a few, and just want to keep within this 30-minute slot. We've got some, I'm just giving you the key product, just to give you an example. Here we've got Vinali. I give Vinali to my 10-year-old daughter. Jess and I take that as well. It's an antioxidant, but it's a good anti-inflammatory property. Emily, my daughter, has got asthma, and it's actually supporting her body while taking, Ventolin, or she's taking less of it. And yesterday we went to the swimming pool, and she could actually do length, and she's been taking that for quite a few months now, and it's really supporting her body. The idea is we get the best grape seed that there is on the market. The grape seed comes from Italy, and grape seed goes from $40 to $400 a kilo. And I just, I can tell you that we're not getting the cheapest. It's the best grade of grape seed. The vitamin C, instead of acid ascorbic, like you find in any supermarket shelves. Oh, it's cheap. Oh yeah, it's cheap, but it's not very good. We use acerola cherry. Yeah, so a very sour cherry. It's got 150 times more vitamin C than any synthetic form of vitamin C, and it's obviously the body absorb it better. Restorix, Barbara Cox call it the most cleansing product on the market. If you're scared of going for colonic, you can just take Restorix, and it's going to really eliminate and detox your body and your cells. It's absolutely fantastic. If you take medicine, if you've got a condition and you take heavy duty drugs, it is fine. And Barbara Cox was saying that it's actually better for the drugs, because your gut, where the drugs are absorbed, will be cleaner, and the plaque that lay on the gut will be removed, and the medicine will actually work better on the body. So it's really, nutrition working along any medication that you may take. Rejuvenix, I was about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting about 5 now to improve on my skills and to work on my business. And it's fantastic for mental alertness. Jess was saying that any woman, any mum should be on that stuff. It's just amazing. There's no yo-yo effect. There's no, you just have amazing energy. And again, I've been up since 5 o'clock. I haven't had a nap. I don't feel like it. And it's just brilliant. Manical D, amazing form of magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin C, and the research. If you look at the ask the person who invited you to watch this webinar, to watch this video about the data sheet, you know, the product sheet, you've got half a page of research. So every time there is a sales point, if it's a pure sales point, there's a little star saying, you know, it's a sales point. But if it's actually something coming from a research, you've got a little number, and it brings you to the research where they've learned and they actually developed the product. It's fascinating. You can see that they really know what they're doing. And basically, the vitamin K2 unlock the absorption of the vitamin D and magnesium. It's fantastic. MOA is our key product. 34 organic ingredients, cold press, unpasteurized. It's just fantastic. Slenderies, weight loss, we've got fantastic results. An average of 200 to 300 grams lost per day. And we've got people saying, you know, there's no loose skin. You know, the skin just tighten up around the body. And we've got a shake, of course, but no soy, no dairy, no whey protein. It's no GMO product. It's vegetable protein, a complete chain of amino acid. It's fantastic products. Jouvet, just to, you know, an image is worth 100 words. It's basically a instant tightening serum. Just to give you an example, and just to give you the idea of the product, the preservative in the product is a concoction of seaweed and fermented red radish. Yeah. So we're far away from the paraben, we're far away from all the toxic ingredients that there is in cosmetic. And we have, I mean, you just turn the clock back. I mean, it's incredible. And the clinic, the white papers show that after 28 days of continued usage, there is a reduction of 63% of the fine lines. So as well as working in 90 seconds, it's actually working long term as well, and it's working with silicates and peptides, if you're wondering. So it's all natural product. And here you've got some competitors from direct sales and from La Mer. You know, you found that in top high-end shops, and you can see in terms of preservative and etc., and in terms of price, we really well priced and well placed. Purity, it's a holistic approach. If you're going to put some nice toxic free product inside your body and on your body, you want to drink and breathe pure air and pure water. So to drink pure water, we've got this filter, and it removes the bacteria, the virus, the protozoa, the parasite, the chemical. Know that the military are using it. The US Army, the British Army is using it. We know, because we've got so many ex-military or currently military in RX, we know that they have sold the bottle, and there is bottles in Iraq, in Afghanistan, and in Africa as well. You can basically take any water, stagnant water, from a lake, from a river, from tap water, from anything, and you just screw the straw, which the filter goes into the inside, and it just filters everything. The air purifier remove all the formaldehyde, volatile organic compound, and it's just clean the air. It's fantastic. I've got an appointment to see our dentist this week, and we've got tools to actually measure the pollution inside houses, inside offices, inside old people's home. Sorry. So we have way to help to promote this solution. Prime essential oil, but they're already blended. I used to suffer from migraine with this little escape bottle, not anymore. And to calm down the kids, or if you're anxious, so if you've got panic attack, calm is amazing. For sport people or achy muscle, ice is fantastic. It's a lovely little brand. And the last of the brand is Revive. Again, there is so many toxic product ingredients. If you look at the shower gel or the conditioner that you use, it's full of very toxic ingredients. And some of those ingredients are used in the car industry to lubrify the engine. And you find the same ingredients in toiletry, in personal care product. You know, is it normal? I don't think so. So here you've got something amazing. And guess what? Even the children, my 10-year-old daughter, have said it smelled and it's good, and the conditioner is good for her hair. So that's a seal of approval, more than any certification, I can tell you that. So you can take that vehicle, yeah? This is a vehicle to take you from where you are now to where you want to be in life. You've got dream, you've got ambition, whatever it is, this is a vehicle. It is an opportunity. Whatever you do with it is your choice, but it's open worldwide. And just to give you a bit of vision, I started a year ago from scratch. We all start the same, yeah? And I'm like, right, what do we do now? And I started to go to friends and people that I haven't spoken to a long time, and say, look, you know, it may not be for you, but here is what I've got to offer. You know, what's the worst case scenario? They're going to say no, and so what? And well, you know, the French started in November last year, and they are now doing more than 70,000 euro a month turnover. You know, after what, 5 months? You know, by the time they started, and it's just going crazy. And I've got someone in Martinique, which is, you know, south of Cuba and the French Caribbean. But of course, they know people everywhere. So they know people in Australia. So now I've got my business. I've got someone in Australia. And now I need to do a 3-way call next week for someone in America. And you don't know. You don't know who knows who. And for that, you're going to be compensated. You are going to have a return investment on your time. And instead of stepping on people like it's common in our everyday job, you know, if you want to get promotion, you have to basically get someone fired, or you have to really put pressure on them. Here, it's totally the opposite. Your success will be our success. So I will, the person who invited you will be dedicated his time, her time, their time, to show you everything, to work alongside you if you've got 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, 2 hours a week, to really give you value so you can really make it count, to build your business alongside of your primary job. So whatever you're doing now, you will be able to run that on the side as a plan B for early retirement, for holiday, for whatever it is that at the moment you may not have the money for, whatever is your why, this is a good vehicle. So you got 8 ways of earning money. And I just wanted to, we've talked about the industry that's 100 years old. You may have heard of some of the name in there, and you may be shocked at how much people are paid. And that's very important. Team sales, the training, the back office looks very different from that picture, but the training has been updated, and the training is fantastic. And basically, it's all about the industry, all about the product, all about building a mindset. We're not told at school or in life to build a positive mindset. And what to do with this business. So we all go to school. We are told to get a job and get stressed because we must keep the job. And the best we're going to do is anything between 25 to 60 grand as an average. I just want to show you a bit what the knowing that you're going to start, even if you don't know how to do it, you're going to start and you're going to learn while you do it. And I can tell you that in France, people who started in January are already a senior vice president in my team, which is an average of 50 grand a year. 50 grand. I mean, I was an operations manager for a chain of 4 restaurants, and I was on 35 grand, and that was 90 hours a week. And for 48 weeks and a year, and they do that part-time. And so here it says 7 months. Some people will be quicker, some people will take longer. It's not a race. It's not the point. The point is to give you a bit of vision. We've got a mother of 4 who used to be on benefits, who started RX in November, and she's now CEO. Yeah, and she's loving it, and she's got a business in Sweden, in France. She's got the biggest team. I'm competing with her in France. She's got the biggest team in France. She's got the biggest team in Australia, and she's not taking any prisoner. And she said, well, if people are not going to move about it, I'm certainly going to move and change my life. It's a great vehicle. And she's passionate. She's a great inspiration lady. And she had no time, she had no money, and she was the last person you could think that with 4 children, single parents. Did I say that? Yeah, she's got no man in her life, and I guess desperation made her to be successful. And she's very, very, very smart as well. So. Momentum. Well, guess what? The best is yet to come. We have not reached momentum phase. RX has been open for less than a year. We've got a warehouse in UK. We've got offices and support in London. And I can tell you that with or without you, and it's cool if you don't want it. It's absolutely cool. But if you want to say, hang on a minute, there's not much to lose here, I can tell you that the next 12 to 15 months are going to be absolutely incredible. And how to start? Well, again, no mystery. I don't want to beat around the bush with you. I don't know if you know, but I had my business in Brighton. I invested, I was 20 grand, and I didn't even start to trade, but it was buying the stock, buying the shelves to put the stock on. It was the office, the desk, everything that we needed. And by the time we start, we were already minus 30 grand. And working 5 years, we lost the business in 2008 with a crash. The bank said, right, we'll stop playing now. Okay. Here for £100 for £1.99, you can have your own company. You can have your own business. It's absolutely incredible. You don't have to build stock. Yeah, it's again disruptive. It's not the old thing that in the 70s people used to have stock in the garage. Yeah, no, no, no. Forget everything you may have heard. It's no offices, no stock, and you've got a back office. The commission are paid in UK, in sterling, in your bank account, and you do it on your own time. And the training is provided. And I just wanted to show a bit of personal what it's done for me. And I'm just finishing my presentation. You know, why would you choose to run a project on the side of your current job? And how would you feel to fire your boss and live your life on your own term? Well, I was able to. It was a mutual firing. I wanted to go and he wanted me to go, so that was good. But I met incredible people. That's Reagan. Reagan is an amazing coach, business coach. He's training people in network marketing, but not just only. He's meeting people. He's coaching people in real estate, finance, and he has built. He's now part of the Inc. 5000 in America. That's Anna, the sales and marketing director. That's Mikhail, the sales and the European director. And we have my family, as you know, I'm French. My family is in France, but Jess is English, and her family is in France as well. They went to retire, and you know, it was years without being able to go there. I would be working Sundays. I would be working, you know, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas. I would be working. In a restaurant, you work all the time, right? When people have fun, you work. And being able to have my home business just after a year, you know, the income is building. You know, I'm not a millionaire yet, but I know it's going to take time. But I've given myself 3 years. But already, I'm able to go on a walk in the Downs. We now are able to. We've been to France at Christmas for 2 weeks, at Easter for 2 weeks. We already booked the ferry for August. I'm going to work. My office will be in south of France for the entire month of August, and that was not possible a year ago. And so I just wanted to show you. And again, I am not a pro. I'd never done that before, and I just done what I was told to do, and I just followed the guidance of people who were having success, and that's all. I'm not the most clever person. I didn't know Facebook. I had to really, you know, get to grip with Facebook and social media and all that. And but you know, it's happening. It's happening, and that's only the beginning. And at the moment, we are all playing for Sicily. We've got a great incentive. The people I sponsored in France went to a 9 days all-inclusive cruise in Caribbean. That was 3 weeks ago, and they're earning more than me, which is great. You know, I gave them everything I knew. I was lucky that they were professional networkers, and they're just flying. But it's great because I get 15% of everything they do. I get 15% every week. So okay, they won the cruise and I didn't, but it's okay. It's okay. And I hope you can find someone who is better than you. And I hope you can find many people who are better than you. So, someone who valued you, invited you to watch this opportunity. It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle that's going to take you from where you are to where you want to be in life. Are you going to say thank you and live it? Nah, not for me, you know, those things. But eventually, in 2 years' time or 3 years' time, you're going to bump into that person and say, hey, how is it going? Yeah, fine, living the dream. You know, we just come back from Japan, going back to America, and we're just traveling with the kids. Or are you going to say thank you and start changing your life today? That's a great quote from Branson. But I tell you, when I started, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really understand how we were getting paid. But I'm glad I did start, because by the time I knew, I was already earning a weekly income, because we get paid every week. So it's fantastic. We get paid on Friday. So that's it. That's the vehicle. That's the opportunity. I went slightly over, but I hope you're still with me. And I'm going to stop my recording. And I wish you every success. If you join us or not, I wish you all the success in life.